Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. So glad that you could make it. Follow the prompter. If you haven't joined the family, come and join the family. All right. So we're going to talk about what's going on in this market today. But first, I'm going to start out by showing you this. And this was my last few trades. The top was Thursday. The second one was Friday, and then Monday was the third one, and today was the fourth one. Now, the fourth one was Josh's. I got to give props to Josh. Josh made that call. I just kind of got into it a little bit, and then it went down, and I was like, man, what's going on? But I didn't listen to the video. No on me. I should have did my own research, but I held and it popped. We'll see why. So if you're in money moves, I didn't make that call because it wasn't my call. I didn't study it, so it wasn't my call. So I didn't let you guys know about that. But don't cry for me, Argentina. We ate good. All right. So let's go right into it. S&P tops 6,900 for the first time as investors bid up AI trade before Fed decision. So when is the Fed's decision? Tomorrow? Mañana? It is tomorrow. So we could see now that right at close, I'm shooting this right at close, we can see that the Nasdaq is still mooning. I mean, a 2-day moon. Why? Because the president is in Asia and there may be a deal done. Maybe and maybe not. We don't know. Okay, so this is not 100, but you could see how many points we are up. We are up almost 4% on the Nasdaq this week because of what's happening. Okay, 900 points. And if you ask me, it's frothy. But there's another gentleman that does not believe that it's frosty. Okay, or should I say frothy. Again, good people, my name is Larry Jones. Stock Up with Larry Jones. Come and join us as we make money. We make money regardless of what market that we are in. All right. So let me just go back to these plays, and then I'm going to show you why I've been doing these plays, but then something different happened today. Again, we did this play, the top one. My money movers, where my money movers at. We did this one on Thursday. Rigetti, we walked away with 11%, but I had a nice bag in there. Okay. And then on Friday, last Friday, we got 18%. Let's call that 19%. So we walked away with 19%. That's respectable. I had 20 shares in there, walked away with $800, right? And then Monday, I did it again. 29%. So we walked away with $1,500, almost $1,600. So if you annualize just those three, we are about 20%. And if you're doing options and you keep looking for 50, 100, 200, 300, 400%, and you walk away from if you walk away from 20%, then you're leaving money on the table and you're putting a lot at risk. Okay. And then this fourth one we did with Josh. He called it out and I bought it a little lower than he called, and boom, it popped. I believe he made 100%. I tapped out at 71%. So you could see that's about $2,400 if you put it all together. How can you do this? How can you learn this? I want you to go to the link below Money Moves. Okay. And no, I don't. I want you to join Money Moves second. I want you to join Stock Up You first and use coupon code LEARN, LEARN, because you're going to learn how to do this for yourself with options. And that's what we want. We don't want you to just eat. We want you to learn how to cook. We don't want you to just fish. We want you to learn how to fish. Let's talk about what's going on with these quantum computing stock. Now, Nvidia introduced the NVQ link connecting quantum and a GPU computing. This is what's happening. All right. Look at this. Quantum computing stocks slump after Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang announces this NVQ link. So I was already shorting it before this news came out. When this news came out, it brought quantum computing coming down, all right? So quantum computing is down on that news alone. Actually, quantum computing before that news was still bullish. It was propped up on this potential that the government is going to be infusing millions of dollars into these quantum computing companies, which still could happen, but it's not verified, okay? And it's not a done deal. So we don't know. You guys gotta play this the way you want to play it. I am out of the quantum computing. I sold near the top. I'm glad I got out. And if it keeps running after that, I'm happy for you. I don't drive forward looking in the rearview mirror, okay? I'm happy for you, okay? So no one knows what the exact top is or the exact bottom. So I got my money and I'm running and I'm not getting back in. As you can see, I'm shorting these. But here's what's happening to quantum computing today. Look at that. Quantum computing, D-Wave, Rigetti, IONQ, and Soundhound. All down 4, 8, 6, 8, and 2. So they are all boom. So they were all actually running up. And then the news broke and then they just fell. Boom. All Jensen Huang had to do was say it. Now, you guys remember that Jensen Huang said, or Hong or Wong or however you say it, the CEO of Nvidia, he said that quantum computing was far out. Now he's chasing it. And so the quantum computing guys had a point that it was not as far out as most people thought. So he's proving them right. All right. So what else we have? OpenAI and PayPal team up to power instant checkout and agent commerce in ChatGPT. So what does that mean? It means that Josh's call was correct. And that was before that came out. Josh's call was before that came out, just like my call was before this news came out. And so you could see PayPal ran up and PayPal was up huge earlier today. PayPal was up. I saw PayPal up about 7%. Now it's cooling off, but still up close to 5%, 4.68% at the time of filming that. Okay. And so what did I do? I looked at the play, boom, cashed out at 71%, took a cool almost a G out, and that was today. So that's what I did. And so good people, there's a lot of money to be made. Now, I'm going to play you a video as it pertains to this market to someone that does not think that we are in a bigger bubble as most say. I want you to listen to him.
In one part, though, because we get to speak in person to one of our favorite market gurus. That is Mike Coe, chief strategist, OpenInterest.pro, CNBC contributor, just general all-around great guy. Mike, it's good to see you on set, or it's good to be here. I can't decide which is which.
Oh, this is great. You didn't stop by, though, on your way to Napa.
Oh, I had a blimp chasing me, apparently. This is a big deal, okay? Ray Dalio earlier today sort of making more comments that maybe there's a bubble. Maybe AI is creating a bubble. Is the macro stock market in a bubble, yes or no?
No, I don't think it is. I mean, look, there's a big, we were talking about it right before we came on. I think there's a big difference between something being expensive and something being valuable. We have a lot of companies that have gotten very valuable, but there's a good reason for it. I mean, we're seeing, margins and profit generation that we have not experienced before. I lived through the tech bubble. We saw a lot of very rich valuations then. We're nowhere close to that now. Consider Cisco at its peak was trading more than 200 times earnings. Now we've got names like Nvidia that are trading at less than 30 times earnings on 30% year-on-year growth. And that's down, by the way, from where it was before. So we're not seeing any slowdown on the CapEx side. In fact, I think some of the Amazon layoffs probably relate to that, too.
We'll get to that in a second. Fair enough.
So you guys hear what he thinks about the market. He just thinks that the valuation is fair. You tell me what you think, okay? So what am I really talking about now? That there's money to be made. I was shorting stock as they were going up because I believe that they were overvalued, and these were the quantum computing stock. I'm not against them. I've always been pro quantum computing, just like I'm pro nuclear, and I don't mean that I'm pro-nuclear, I'm just saying the stock, not nuclear itself, but the stock itself, I believe there was money to be made. So we made money on the way up. Then now we're making money on the way down. And so in StockUp, I talk about my psychology trading and how we can make money. And also momentum trading will allow you to have wins like this. Again, this is not one day. This is over 4 days. But just the top one alone, just that one top play would have made you more than what you're going to pay for the class using coupon code LEARN. Okay? So come and join us in StockUp. Don't delay, all right? Invest, learn, test, earn. Invest in yourself, learn the material, test it before you put your hard-earned money at work or at risk, and then earn from your learning, all right? We're going to see you guys tomorrow. Live, love, laugh, and learn.